You didn't say mics are hot. I feel like I got cheated. I'm gonna be like here.
Wait a minute.
Like
How does Mike do it? He goes.
Where's the camera? Welcome back to Frontside Press, where I didn't get to say mics are hot. What?
Mics are hot.
We got the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Young. Skinny is in the house.
Brother, what's up? Greetings from Tennessee, baby.
Everything is good. So Jeff and Julie got the night off.
Slackers.
So we're rocking this tonight. And what are those guys saying? We got a good show. We got a good show.
We got a really good show.
Really good show for you. All right. So welcome back to Frontside Press. If anybody's actually on Frontside Press, we got anybody on Frontside Press?
Yeah, we got 7 people on so far.
All right. Get your beverages.
Yeah.
We're getting crazy tonight. See this? We're getting rid of this. I got no one to babysit me.
Oh, I even brought money to put in the cuss jar. I guess I don't need it, huh? Well, shit.
No, well, we're going to try not to swear, but I can't promise anything.
Oh, we still got that?
We take the money. We're going to do something with it someday.
Buy more beer. Kat, good to see you. Julie, Pickles in the house. Nezzy's watching from California.
You got a rock star crowd tonight already. I like it.
Yeah. Doing all right.
So
how's everything down in sunny Florida, buddy?
It's nice. Well, you know, you're in Tennessee, so it's not like I can talk shit to you.
Yeah, it's been cold up here, but we're about to get another storm tonight, and it's going to be cold again. So possible snow flurries towards Knoxville, but we're higher than they are, so we might get them too.
Here to come visit. Hey, how you like my flag?
I love it. It's awesome. I noticed it a couple weeks. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Too bad, he's not going to be in Florida in another 2 years because he's going to be in Washington. I know you don't want to hear that.
Bastard.
But that's what's going to happen.
I don't care, man. I want him to run. We just build a wall south of Georgia, right? And just let the country eat itself. And we just stay down here and,
I don't know. I like my state. We get all the Cubans on our side. Yeah, this is true. I like my state pretty good too, though. I mean, it's pretty peaceful up here, if you know what I mean.
It's also the patron of shooting shit, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, our state bird is a sporting clay.
That's awesome. All right. So I got a whole bunch of toasts here, but I don't want to read at them right now, so I'll just make up my own. All right. So everybody got a beverage of choice? Like I'm hooked on this Heaven's Door stuff. Have you had it yet, Mike?
Heaven's Door? Is that like Angel's Envy?
No, it's Bob Dylan's. No, I don't. It's his bourbon. It's 92 proof.
Well, shoot, what do they just tap his vein?
I guess. I don't know.
No, that's Keith Richards. That's Keith Richards. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I get them mixed up.
Like Julie and I drank like 2/3 of this the first night we had it up here on the show. Pick it up.
Oh. I got a little Smokey's home brew, if you will. They make one up here called Dewdrop, and it tastes like Mountain Dew.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's moonshine that tastes like Mountain Dew, which is cool because Mountain Dew was made here in Tennessee, and Yeah, it's only about time that they come out with a moonshine that they got every other flavor under the sun. Why not have Mountain Dew?
I gotta break out some moonshine
So,
on the show. All right. So I'm just gonna do this. Host, I just want to say thanks to all my friends that stick by me and put up with all my bullshit and are always there for me no matter where I am, where I go, how long it's been since we've talked. All right. So with having Mike on the show, I love you, Mike. And thanks to everybody else that sticks with me. Bro.
you're here. You're here.
Because I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought somebody was coming to visit me. It's the dog. Percy. I don't see the comments. I just got headline description. So, all right.
There they are.
All right. So first, we want to start off by congratulating Austin Kemp. All right. So Austin Kemp, those of you that watch the show know who Austin is. And he won his last match a couple of weeks ago. He won another division, which is his third division, which puts him now in the Masters division. So as far as anybody knows, as far as any records or anything like that, Austin is now the youngest Master division shooter ever. So it's the youngest one to get it. So took him about 3 years. All right. Started shooting like 11, and then he won 2 in the last like 6 months or something like that. I think it was the youngest master shooter in the Glock Sport Shooting Foundation. All right. He put a lot of hard work in. It's obviously not an easy feat. All right. I'm very proud of him. I love him dearly.
Heck yeah, man. Now he gets to go up against you?
What's that, Mike?
But does he now have to go up against you?
Yep. Oh, don't worry. I've already heard.
Adding on, snatch pebble from hand. Snatch pebble from hand.
Exactly. Like he's not. He's.
How'd they congratulate you when you got your master? How'd they congratulate you?
Well, they brought me a donut. Like they like to bring me donuts.
No, I thought there was a funny story like congratulations, now you're screwed or something like that.
Well, what it was is that's my saying is, congratulations, now you're screwed. Like what happened is I went up to the counter to sign in for a match, and I was with Deb Sullivan.
Yeah.
Division now. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And she goes, yes, you are. Right. And I go, you got to win 3 divisions in one match. And the lady yells at me, you got to win 3 divisions in your lifetime. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, I guess 2 of them in the last match don't count then. So like that was my introduction. Then from there on out, I was getting my ass kicked by Brian Dover every match. It's like, How can you fly all over the country and end up in my match every weekend? So I've been warning Austin. I'm like, here's the deal. You're going to be a master soon. No longer cute that you're 13 and you're shooting a GSSF. You're going to start against you because they don't want to lose to a kid. So good luck to you. I already told him he's going to put more effort in now.
Oh, they're going to be gunning for him. But good on him.
Yep. He works hard, and he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
He's a friggin' kid. I mean, he's a big kid. He's taller than me, so I got to watch what I say. He's like, who's calling me?
He's like a mini me.
But he's on like he hasn't even got into his teenage strength yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Still a kid. And he's only going to get bigger and stronger and faster and better. So, and now he gets it. Now he's working hard. So,
Yeah.
like this. He practiced for 2 weeks and won a division. There you go. Like now he just got to practice harder because it's going to be, playing in the big boy leagues is a lot different. But he's only going
He's
to get
using
better.
big caliber. Is he still using big caliber, or is he using 22s?
He shoots nines. He shoots 2 divisions of 9. He shoots the pocket glove, rimfire in 22. But it's like this. Like I said, when he's running, he's just getting into his strength now.
Right.
So leverage and stuff like that.
Yep.
But let me get rid of some stuff. How's that? Everything good? Everything good now? Sound better? All right, just let me know. So,
hey, it's
so
weird.
what's
It's
been
weird
going on
not
with you,
hearing
Mike?
Satan. It's weird not hearing Satan. She's a
Yeah,
lot
I know.
nicer than Satan.
Very,
You know?
she's it's very soothing and
Yeah. You don't have make sure you do the toast. Make sure you do this.
get it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Awesomeness.
So what you got going
I was
on?
trying to find my email today because I'm not supposed to, we're not supposed to tell anybody until what is this? Until the 21st of February. But I'm not in the business. What I'm gonna do? Stop emailing me? I really don't care. But have you heard about the new SIG coming out?
No, what is it?
It's a P365. Like, yeah, that's already out. Wilson Combat Edition.
Isn't that already
So
out?
no, it says it's not the 21st of February.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So is that yours?
Yeah, it's Amber Alert,
Yeah.
but I don't even know
It's
what
kind of cool looking.
county it is. Um, I got a Wilson Combat frame on my 365.
So you got
65 X.
the grip frame?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a whole new
Dill,
slide with different checkering patterns. And
I shot
it
a
says Wilson
320.
Combat.
I shot a
Yeah.
320 Wilson Combat, and that was really nice. So I can only imagine that the 365 will follow in that one's footsteps.
Yeah, they got their own trigger too, don't they?
I think so. I know the trigger that was on the 320 that I shot was very nice.
Right.
Very nice. So I don't want to say anything because I'm
Yeah,
friends
you can't.
with Bruce Gray on
I'm
Facebook.
not in the business anymore. I really don't care.
Yelling at me.
Let's check in, man. We got Ojeda in here. Awesome. Good to see Ojeda.
Yeah.
Corey and Pickles here. Nezzy's in the house. Jay Castelline from Wyoming Guns is in the house. Good to see you, Jay.
Nice.
Julie's not here, but she's here. And wow, Ricky Mahones in East Palatine, Ohio, man. I hope you're breathing okay, buddy.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
bad
some
out
crazy
there, isn't
stuff
it?
going on up there. You know. Yeah, let's just burn it. We want everybody to have electronic cars, and nobody's gonna have gasoline. But let's light this shit on fire so it goes up into the ozone layer. I mean, really, I wonder how many gasoline cars emissions went up in 2 days in their brilliant freaking thing to blow up that train and burn all that chemical off.
Some sort of like domestic terrorist thing or something.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's domestic, but I mean, there are some people out there saying some things, but it's Corey, you missed the toast, man. He did it. He totally did it. But you know, it's just a coincidence, you know. I mean, we don't want gasoline cars, but let's light this crap on fire, and everybody seems to be okay with it, except for the poor people that are living around it. They're afraid to wash their kids. They're afraid to go outside. They're afraid to drink the water out of the tap, and I don't blame them, man. It's crazy, absolutely nuts.
It's
You know, I don't why anybody would think blowing that stuff up would be the best option out there. But
all right. Let me explain it to you like this, Mike. All right.
I'm just a
This is the
Tennessee
problem.
hillbilly.
You are putting logic into this situation.
Right, right. I
Right.
get it.
So I've told you this before. Listen, you're not an idiot, so don't try to think like one because you're only going to hurt your brain. You understand that?
Right.
You got to try to think like them. You can't figure it out. It's going to spin really fast. Your head's going to blow up. So don't.
I don't let stuff get to me like that anymore up here, man. I am slowed down, you know.
Attaboy.
But it's just, you know, what a coincidence, you know. I mean, we got craziness at the border, and then we're shooting balloons down, and then the train blows up, and then you got a huge fire in Orlando today. You got millions of chickens dying at processing plants all across the country, and you're just like, what the heck, man? The cost of eggs like tripled, you know, and it's like, what the heck, man? You know, what do we got to look at now? Because what are they doing to make us not look at what's going on? Oh yeah, the Epstein list is coming out. That's right.
Is
But
it?
it's just kind of weird, dude.
Like,
You
here's the
know?
deal. Don't, like, you know what's going on. Don't try to put logic into it. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same old shit. You get the weak-minded idiots, you know, the useful idiots that are just like, oh, oh. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, whatever, man.
Jay
How can,
goes,
how
you
can
got to
you not
remember the
see what's
left
going
side of
on?
their brain isn't right on the right side of your brain. But I'm left-handed, so how's that work?
Like,
People
I
ask
got
me,
you
"Are
over
you are
here, but
you
I
a
got to
lefty?"
talk
I
to you
said,
like that.
"Everything but my politics."
There it is. Because,
So,
like, it's hard to grow up like the way I was brought up and listen to people talk today about what they think. And it's like this, you know, there's a saying, and I totally believe this saying, which is like, if you are not liberal when you're young, you have no heart. But if you are not conservative when you're older, you have no brain. You know what I mean? Like, well, it's like this, you know,
right?
grow up, fight the system. You know, I ain't gonna tell you
Yeah,
I didn't fight the system. That's all I did. You know, but once I
right.
started having a job and I got to pay for my stuff and my family, and it's just, you know, I don't want to deal with like New York. Like, how could anybody go to New York that with all
California's just
their idiotic?
California's the
Like,
same way, dude.
let
They're
we're gonna
charging
let
people.
criminals get away with
Hey,
stuff because you know they're people too. Like, whatever,
I wonder
you know.
If Nezzy's still on here. I wonder if he got a check when he moved back to California. I wonder if they
Oh man,
paid him to move back, because if you leave California now or leave New York, they're charging you. They're taxing you to move away. It's ridiculous. So, but again,
let's
this
get off
isn't
this
front side
because
politics. It's front
I'm gonna
side
go out and like
press. So
choke a TV to death or something. You know.
yeah, yeah.
So
I mean,
what are you
it's
doing up
nuts.
there? You're making holsters, right?
Yeah, making holsters, doing all sorts of leather work. Really. I got this one that I'm working on right now. My fingertips are killing me, but it's basically a cell phone cover, and then I punch holes in it and I cut leather out. So there's a leather back on the cell phone cover. You know, it holds your cell phone, but there'll be and there's a pocket in there for your ID. So you don't have to carry all your stuff with you because you never leave home without your phone. So now you can like carry your ID and a credit card in there, or debit card or whatever. And I used some really, really good leather on this. I think it's too thick. I got some thinner stuff I'm going to try on the next one. But this leather comes pre-tanned and pre-stained and everything, and it's real soft. And it patinas really well. So the older it gets, the better it's going to look. But
Nice.
yeah, you can see I had to punch through it, and it's all hand sewn, and I just got a little bit more to go, like from here down to here, and then I'll be done. So I'll get that done probably tonight. But the first holster I ever made is this one right here for my Glock 19, and they really turned out nice, man. You know, we used to use Charles at HBC, and I guess the dude that bought it, I don't know if they're around anymore or something. I've tried to find them, and I can't. I don't know if the dude's even around anymore. Doc's in the house. Good to see you. But hey, Jordan, man, offers open, man. You guys want to come up here and shoot, dude? Got a range in my backyard, and there's some cool places within a couple hours to really go have some fun at. But you know, we all like the Kydex and everything. But I've been an old school leather guy. I just love the smell of leather. I love the feel of leather, the softness of it up against my body and everything. This it doesn't get too hot. I mean, it's not very big. But I like the
Let me tell you
security
this.
of the Kydex where the gun would snap in place, you know, so it ain't gonna fall out. So I'm like,
You
I'm
got
thinking, how can I have the best of both worlds? So what I did was, is you've all seen those Kydex minimalist holsters where it just goes over the trigger guard, and then you got a little hole in here, and you put a piece of paracord on it. You drape it through your belt loop, and then you just pull it out, and the thing hangs onto your belt loop, and it secures your gun. I'm like, what if I made one of those and put it inside leather? So that's what this is. It's I don't know if you can see it up in there, but you can see the Kydex that I made up in there. You can see the little screw right there, and it snaps in place, and it doesn't come out. So you have the snap, and it's adjustable, just like your Kydex ones, you know, to make it harder, easier to come out. I made it to cut away for my optic, you know, stuff like that. This is the first one I ever made. Since then, I've made like 4 or 5 of them. I got an order for 2 of them sitting here. I just got done building this big table in here. I wish I could take my camera down and show you, but it's a 4x3, 3 feet by 4. I'm sorry, 3 feet by 8 feet. Big, huge workbench. And I'm thinking about another one over here. I got a laser cutter. I got to get out of the box, or my wife's going to kill me if I don't do that. But Jordan says, I love the smell of leather in the morning. Corey, I like leather holsters too, man, but I love having that snap. Oh, I can't say snap lock because who has that? There's a holster company out there. They made that one that tucked in, and it was like great if you weren't fat, and you pulled it up, and the whole holster came out, and you grabbed the gun. I can't remember the guys. They were pretty cool dudes, but if you're fat, they don't work.
I
But
can't
they
remember
make
what it is.
one now called the Snap Lock, and it has a proprietary snap in the end of it that actually just hooks the front of your gun, which is kind of neat. I got one of those, but I was like,
You like the
this is
smell of
just
leather, but if you wear that thing appendix down here for more than one day, it ain't gonna smell like leather.
you
That's
got to
all I'm
remember,
saying.
fat guys don't appendix. It's too much stuff in the way. So, you know, we'd about 8 o'clock being left-handed. It's about 8 o'clock, you know. But yeah, it's fun making these. I got this one, and the second one I made was for my Para Ordnance 1911. Of course, we're safe. There's nothing going on
How
here.
old are
But
you?
my Para Ordnance double stack 45, the big boy. And then I made this one. I tried to make it look old. Even though it was brand new, I patinaed the leather out with the way I painted it and stuff. So I made it look older than it was. And then, of course, from using it, it becomes even more patinaed and nice. But again, it snaps in, doesn't fall out, and it's got a really good clip, like, you know, for your 1.5 inch gun belts and all that stuff. And I love them. They're fun to make, you know. And then, of course, you know, I'm making the holsters. I'm making wallets. If you follow me on Young Guns, you've seen these already. But this is a biker wallet I made, which is pretty cool. This was the second thing I ever made. And you snap it open. And it's cool because it's got like a silver dollar, an old Walking Liberty silver dollar on the front of it. And
Nice.
you open it up. It's got all your cards that you need. I got a zipper pouch in here for change or whatever you want to keep in there, snacks and stuff. More stuff for business cards, your carry permit, another pocket here for that, and another pocket here for cash. So it's cool. I wear this one, when I'm going out or whatever, and I need all that stuff in there. But then, carrying a wallet this size can be a pain in the ass. So I call this one my satellite, and it's just a minimalist one. It's got the thing here for your thumb to push everything out, which is kind of cool. And it's got a pocket on the back side too to hold more stuff. And if I'm just running to the store or something, I just throw my debit card and my driver's license in here, and I got the little minimalist. But that's all hand stitched, and really good leather. I use good leather. I go to Tandy. What a cool store, man! I wish I had known about this stuff when I lived in Florida. They had one in Tampa. I guess the one here to me is closer because it's in Knoxville, so it's only like a 15-minute ride for me to Knoxville.
What's it called?
Tandy Leather, and it's a huge leather supply house. I mean, you buy the leather. I don't have it close, but you buy it on rolls. Like I could buy a whole cow or a half a cow. It's either a half a side. You can get a quarter side, and then you just cut off what you need and do it that way. But hopefully, once I get this Glowforge up, I'll be able to get all my templates made into the Glowforge, and I just put the leather in that, hit go, and it'll laser cut it out for me. It'll laser etch logos or my maker's mark, all that kind of stuff. It'll automatically do it on the leather for me, and that'll save me a lot of time, because right now a gun holster takes me a little bit, probably a day and a half, close to 2 days to get done, because it's a lot of cutting, shaping, and then you got to wet mold it, and you got to paint it, or not tan it, but painting it, staining it, whatever it's called. And you got to wait for that to dry, so the downtime and stuff like that. But if you have a lot of projects, while you're waiting for one to dry, you could be cutting another one. But with this leather chaps, Jordan says, yeah, I can make down a pair of assless chaps. He'd look good in them.
Nice. That's hot. But don't tell me that ain't hot.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with the leather. I'm still doing a bunch of barbecuing up here. Christmas and Thanksgiving killed me with barbecue. I had a ton of turkeys, a ton of hams to do for people, and the hard part is they wanted them on different days, and it's like, man, it'd be easier if I could just load all 5 of these hams up in one day, or 8 of these turkeys at once, but one guy was having a Christmas party 2 days before, another one 2 days after, 3 people on Christmas. Same thing with Thanksgiving.
Plus you got to help me with my Thanksgiving turkey long distance.
Yeah, I did. Phone. Yeah. Product knowledge, barbecue knowledge, Pitmaster Skinny at your service.
There it is. Hey, so tell us what we got coming. You guys got permitless carry up there.
Yeah, we've had that since
what's going on with that? How's that working?
June of last year. Yeah, I think it was June of last year we started permitless carry. Again, it's not constitutional carry, but
what's the difference?
It's so weird because you can open carry up here if you have a carry permit, which I don't understand that. It's a concealed weapons permit. Now I'm going to open carry. Why do you need a concealed weapons permit to open carry? But again, this is Tennessee. This is what we're talking about. But permitless carry went off without a hitch, man. I love it. I mean, we haven't had any like accidents in the news or more crime or anything like the left would say about that kind of stuff where there's going to be blood in the streets and that. We had a shooting here at Soaky Mountain, which is a big water park, like 5 minutes from me. And it was right when the permitless carry started. It was like that week. And the lady shot somebody, and she was like a off-duty firefighter, or she might have been. I don't think she was law enforcement, but she was wrong in what she did. So, and she knew better. But alcohol was involved, and Soaky Mountain took it in the shorts about serving her alcohol and stuff like that. It happened in the parking lot. But really, Not a lot around here. I mean, yeah, Memphis is, halfway across, all the way across the state from me, and Memphis is horrible for crime. Knoxville's gotten, is average because it's a big town,
Yeah.
but nothing's like spiked. The ones you don't hear is how many times people use a gun to save themselves. That the cops never get called because they don't even shoot. They just pull the gun out and say, hey, and the guy leaves. But you don't ever hear those reports. That's why they can't, because nobody's going to call the cops and go, hey, I just pulled a gun on somebody. He ran off. And, a lot of them will be like, all right, he's gone. My day's better. I'm just going to go on with it. But, I do see people open carrying up here, and every single one of them are FUDs. Every single one of them.
That's the whole thing.
They got the Uncle Mike's holster hanging off the pocket.
Yeah. Like,
What's that?
Like that's my problem. My problem is that I'm bitter because I see a lot of idiots. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you work in the gun range.
The Uncle Mike in the waistband, foam shit, hang with them on the wrong way, connected to not even to the belt, to the wallet, with their friggin' Springfield XD in it. Walking around. It's like, yeah, you're part of the solution. Good. Thanks a lot.
With their Taurus GX1.
Yeah.
I hear the GX4 ain't a bad gun. I haven't looked at it, but it was getting good reviews. But at the end of the day, it's still a Taurus. I mean,
yeah. Like I sent you that picture of what Julie and I got this week, right?
Yeah, that's the dagger, isn't it?
Yeah, like it was on sale. Like I bought the frame and the slide separate, and my total cost on it was $289. Like you want to put your GX1 or whatever up against that, bring it.
Mm-hmm.
We're friggin' at that price. You're in high point range, and I got all the slide cuts. It's all rounded off, like what they call the carry cuts. Suppressor sights, threaded barrel. It's got the RMR cut out, the sight in front of it because I wanted to try that. And it's just like I don't have money, but you know what? I need one of those. So I just got to see it. So I just want to that's going to be one of the things I'll be talking about. So, for concealed carry on a budget and stuff like that, you don't have to cut any corners. You can friggin' just get a sale.
Well, if you go all over YouTube and just put in PSA dagger, you're not going to see one bad video on them. Not one. And everybody's calling it the low cost alternative to a Glock.
Yeah.
And
it's got Glock Gen 3
and you and I talked about this. You and I talked about this last week. The Palmetto State Armory, they took a bad rap in the AR platform because they were the cheapo guys. Remember, they were the cheap AR-15s that everybody would say, "Oh, I got one, but I don't know if I'd take it to war." Well, their thing was like Anderson Manufacturing ARs. They're mill standard. They're the right size. Maybe they're not made out of the best stuff in the world, but Palmetto State Armory was at least made out of good stuff. And once they got the bugs out, they kept selling them, and their AK is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm not an AK guy, but it gets good reviews. So what they did was they sold a ton of those cheap ARs. They sold in the millions, and every dollar they made, they invested back into their company. And now they're not a joke.
They're doing pretty good. Like my go-to gun, my 300 Blackout, like that's all pieces that I put together that got, were given to me. But like Mafia and Jesse gave me, some parts. It's got the, what do you call it? The Dolo platform on the front, so I can take it apart. I got 2 barrels for it. It's got, Law's side folding stock, and it's all Palmetto State Armory in the middle. So.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Jordan just says his tightest, Jordan Spradley just says his tightest grouping with a 223 upper was 18-inch PSA. He shoots a lot.
Well, it's the FN barrel. The barrels, like you told me, they're made by FN, FN.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just bought the 5.7, the Rock 5.7, and absolutely love that gun. I got to get new screws for my red dot for it because I went out and bought the Hollow Sun, the small Hollow Sun, because
Yeah.
it's kind of like the shield sight where you don't have to put suppressor height sights on it. It's short
Yeah.
enough to where you can use the stock sights, because I didn't want to have to go out and buy, not having a gun shop anymore, man. It sucks, dude. I got to pay full price for this crap. So, I didn't want to have to put aftermarket sights on there if I didn't have to, and I didn't have any Glock ones laying around. I got them on my Glock 19, but they're on my Glock 19. I need it, so it's good to, I needed a red dot. I had an RMR on there, and that thing stuck up so high, it was ridiculous. Even suppressor heights, I don't know. Yeah, they would have helped, but I mean,
well, they make
he had a
really
plate
freaking
that he had to
tall
put
ones.
on, and then the RMR, because the RMR is wider than the gun is. But this new Hollow Sun, this small one, I think it's a 513 or something like that. It goes right in the stock hole. You don't have to use a plate or nothing. But the screws I have were the RMR height, so right now it just jiggles on top. I gotta file those screws down or get some new ones. So, but
So
yeah,
hey,
that 5.7. I mean, I ended up buying that 5.7. It came with 10 mags.
like
So
seriously, we were looking at that today.
yeah,
You get a
yeah.
bag,
I
you
bought
get
the
10
blend.
magazines, $364.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So I was like, this is a deal. And you know what? You know why their prices are so low? I get it, because you're actually buying from the manufacturer. They
Right.
don't sell to distributors, and they don't sell to like Take Aim or Wyoming Guns wouldn't be able to sell PSA from PSA, because you got to buy them from PSA. They don't have dealerships, so there's no, you know, if you buy a gun from a gun shop, that gun came from the maker, the manufacturer, to the distributor, and that distributor's got to jack up the price to make money, and then you got to send it to the shop, and he's got bills to pay, lights to keep on, employees to pay, and hopefully earn a retirement for himself someday. So he's got to put something on it. That's why
Yep.
PSA is so less expensive, because they don't have those two middlemen where it goes to. It just goes right through, right through. So I'm pretty happy about that. My wife chimed in up top. I was wrong on how far Tandy is, and she's right. It does take me 10 minutes to get to the highway, but once you're at the highway, it's probably a good 15, 20 minutes from here to where you got to get off. But yeah, it's so funny, man. I live like, what, 2 miles from the highway, and it takes 10 minutes to get there, because every road's like this, and you're doing like 30 miles, 15 miles an hour. You're going up over hills, around horses and cattle and stuff like that. But yeah, once you get to the highway, you're quick. You're quick to get to Knoxville. It's not that bad.
Hey, let me ask you this. Up in
Yeah.
Tennessee, you guys don't have SBR and SBSs?
Oh yeah. July of last year, July 1st of last year, our governor decided to sign a bill that our Senate. See, we got supermajority here in Tennessee. It's all It's all to the right. Right. You got the governor, you got the House, and you got the Senate. And it's been like that for years. So
Nice.
whatever they want to make, they're going to get passed, and they call it a super majority or whatever. And they came out with a bill that says we are no longer going to enforce short-barreled rifles or short-barreled shotguns in the state of Tennessee. Now, it's still illegal federally, but locally they're not going to enforce it. So if you get pulled over, you got an SBR in your car, and you don't have your tax stamp, local cop isn't going to say nothing. And now, if you use it in the commission of a crime, you better believe they're going to throw that extra charge on you to put you
Oh,
away.
yeah.
But just regular law-abiding
Well,
American
here's the deal.
citizens,
If you use it in a crime, you should get screwed anyways.
you should. Yeah, you totally should. But I mean, it's not like willy-nilly criminals can have them, and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. It's just, if they don't criminal, I guess they can have them. But
It's
if
like
they're criminals, they can't have guns to begin with.
the whole
But
sword law
yeah.
in Florida. You can carry a
Sword.
sword. Yeah, you can carry a sword in Florida as long as you only use it for defensive purposes. Like, no
Nice.
shit.
Nice. I've got swords, man. How long has that law been around? I would have rocked an open
Like
carry
forever.
sword.
Like that's the whole thing. Like it's two guys, two politicians sitting around drinking, going, hey, we should let them carry swords. Like, well, we got to say
Right.
something. I got it. Tell them they can only use it for defensive purposes. And then they both start giggling.
Right.
Defensive purposes. And then it's a law and we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. I mean, it's
But
going
I'm
to
not a
be, I
lawyer.
mean, it's still federally illegal to have a SBR or SBS without your tax stamp. But I mean,
Yeah, but
once
so is
they
weed.
open up, exactly, once they open up these apothecaries in states where weed recreational use, like Colorado and California and you know, Oregon and you know, I don't think Florida's not recreational yet, are they? I don't know.
Think.
I don't. I
No,
don't
no,
think
I
they
think
are. I
you gotta
think
have
they're still medical. You got to have the
have
card
like
and stuff.
glaucoma or anxiety or something.
Yeah, you got to have the card and it be assigned to you and stuff. But like
I don't know.
Illinois, New York, all these places where you could just you want some, you can go get it without the card and use it for whatever you want. But you know, that's
But
still
don't get on a
federally
plane.
illegal, right?
Don't
Yeah,
get on a
right.
plane. Same
Don't
thing
go
with
to
your
Russia.
SPR and your SBS. Don't get on a plane with it because
And
it's
if you do
illegal.
go to Russia, love your country. Don't be a country hating biatch, you know. And then
I
we end
still
up
don't
giving them the
understand
biggest
that.
arms dealer in the world.
Right. Like that
Yeah,
makes
Doc
a lot
says
of
medical,
sense.
not recreational in Florida. You're still medical down there. We can't even have medical here. Again, we aren't just, my wife was saying it the other night, we aren't just the Bible Belt. We're the buckle that holds it together. So anything that deals with like drinking or, you know, marijuana and stuff, they don't even allow medical here yet. It's weird because the Democrats have brought it up like the past 4 years, and every time it just gets tabled. It doesn't even get discussed or anything. But like I was saying, it's still federally illegal. So, I
Yeah.
mean, the feds know exactly where these apothecaries are, and they're not raiding them. So, if they were to come to Tennessee and raid somebody that had a short barrel rifle without a stamp, you're kind of being
Going to jail.
hypocritical. Well,
Yep.
yeah, but I mean, would you have a defense? This is what I wanted to talk about to Jeff about. Would you have a defense that they're setting a precedence by saying that's a federal law? You know exactly where they are, but you don't do anything about it. But this guy's got a gun that's an inch too short, and you're going to put him in jail for 10 years and a $250,000 fine.
Right.
And now we're all having to register our pistols with stabilizing braces on them because they don't like guns, but nobody's raiding the marijuana apothecaries in states where it's recreational, not even medical, not even given a prescription, where it's just recreational. Hey man, I want to go smoke some dope. Okay, well, we're in Colorado. Let's go down to the corner. There's more of those. There's more marijuana dispensaries in Colorado than there are churches, dude. So they know exactly where they are. But they're not going to go raid them, but they're going to come get you for a pistol brace on your AR.
Which they said was legal. Like, you know
Exactly.
what should be illegal? Putting the blade on a friggin' shockwave.
Yeah, on a shockwave. Like, I couldn't imagine.
There's one brace. I'm like, don't worry about that. I'll take it off.
That would not feel good at all. That would not. Hey, did I ever tell you about the first time I shot a 12 gauge shotgun?
No.
I was 18 years old, and I used to manage Little Caesars Pizza in Venice, right?
Yeah.
And I'm 18 years old, and the Little Caesars Pizza was in a parking lot of the old Walmart. Now, if you're in Venice or you're familiar with Venice, it's where the Stein Mart is now, where Albertsons used to be, and the Stein Mart. Little Caesars used to be right in there. And I walked out of Little Caesars, walked into Walmart, and I was like, I just got paid, and I'm like, I'm gonna go buy me a shotgun. I ain't never had a shotgun before. I'm 18. I want a shotgun. So I go in there, and they got Mossberg Mariner up there on the shelf. And I'm like, well, let me check that Mariner out. You know, it's the stainless Mossberg. It said Mariner 500 model. I'm like, okay, let me see that. She gets it down for me. I flip it over. I'm looking at it. I look at the model number, and it says model 590. And I'm like, ooh, 590's like they're better gun. And it says Mariner 500, $189. Dude, that's how much I paid for my Mossberg 590, right? Stainless Mossberg 590, $189 from Walmart. I said, you got any more in the back? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, I'll take this one. So I went out in the parking lot because it's funny. Walmart would never let you buy ammunition and a gun at the same time. So I had to be walked out of the parking lot. And then I walked back in and got some slugs and then walked back out. I'm sitting in the parking lot in the back of my truck and I'm looking at this thing and it comes with a pistol grip in the box. I'm like, oh, sweet. So I take it apart and I put the pistol grip on it in Walmart's parking lot, right? And I drive down to Northport. There used to be a place we used to go down to Northport on the other side of 75 where we always used to go shoot. It was off of Yorkshire. Those of you local know where Yorkshire is. And the very first time I'm there with I say he's my brother. He's my best friend. God bless him. He's not with us anymore, but Jesse. And we're down there and he's shooting his gun and I get my brand new pump Mossberg 590 out, pistol grip.
Pistol grip.
Ain't never shot a shotgun before in my life. So what do? I load a slug in that bad boy and bring it up just like this. Right in front of my face. Kaboom! Yeah. That shotgun comes back, hits me in the front lip. My lip swells up. I look like Jimmy Walker. I mean, it was huge, dude. Right? And that's not stereotypical. He has big lips. That's all I'm saying. But I look like Jimmy Walker, man. It was flipping around when I was talking. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm checking for my teeth. I'm like, my teeth are here. I'm not bleeding. My brother looks up at me and he goes, dude, are you okay? I'm like, I think so. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Man, yeah, I think I'm okay. He goes, you all right? I'm like, yeah. He falls on the ground laughing because he wanted to make sure I was okay first. At least that was nice of him. But I'll tell you what, man, that hurt so bad. I was not bleeding, dude. I guess I can take a punch, dude, because that thing hit me square right here, right underneath the nose, where the nose attaches to the lip. You know, that's a pressure point right there. It hit me right there, dude. Bam! The back of the pistol grip hit me right in the face. And it hurt for like 3 days, dude. My lip was swollen like I got the crap knocked out of me, you know? And it was nuts. I immediately took that off and put the stock back on. Screw this, and just shot it with my shoulder the rest of the day.
You need to shoot that friggin' new Russian 4-gauge.
Oh, I want to so bad. That 4-gauge, that thing is nuts. They had to reload that ammo or load it because they don't make ammo in 4-gauge. You imagine
they're loading up Coke cans. That's how friggin' big that shell is.
It looked like it. They were high brass, but they were huge around. It looked like a 40 mic almost.
It was
like he's going.
They were all brass. They were like handmade. Yeah,
it was all. It had no plastic except for the thing keeping it, the wadding, keeping the stuff inside. But
just watching Grant shoot that and then whine about it was awesome. Just like,
and it didn't look like it was hurting their shoulders too bad. It had to.
Yeah, that thing looked. Oh, that silly little stock thing they had on it.
Yeah, I mean, it was tiny. It almost looked like the pistol grip just came down and then it just broke into like a stock. So it wasn't that big. And there was no rubber on the end of it, I don't think. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to go shoot clays with it, but damn, you'd probably never miss. You had number 8, you'd never miss. You could just not even look. Pull, boom, I got it.
There'd be like 4,000 pellets in it.
You know? Dude, I can't remember how many. They did double-aught buck, and I think it had 12 double-aught buck in it, dude.
Yeah.
So what is that, 12 9mm?
12.
Isn't a double-aught buck a 9mm ball? 9mm?
Yeah, it's 33 caliber is what it is.
Yeah, so it's real close to 9mm. Or
and number 4, number 4 is 25 caliber, and they had there was just like a shit ton of those in there.
Yeah, they showed the spread, and it was a shorter barrel too, but he shot it on a piece of paper, and the spread was huge with that, and they were all big holes. With the slug, what did he shoot with the slug? Did he shoot a skeleton?
They shot a ballistic gel.
Yeah, he shot the head. He shot the gelatin-covered skull, and it completely blew half of it
Yeah,
away.
like
I was like,
it was like
oh
this
God.
much left, and then all this was just like gone, like a cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, oof, oofda. Man, that was something else, dude. That was something else. But I think that
Only
was
the
a
Russians would
one-off.
come up
I
with a
don't think those are
four-gauge
like for
shotgun.
sale or anything. You know,
Who's gonna shoot it?
I'd shoot it. I'd try it at least once.
Like,
I mean, hell, I shot a 50 cal. It can't be much worse than that.
yeah, good point.
That took that took my breath away. I mean, that's the day I met Jay Castleline from Wyoming Guns up there at the Wyoming Antelope Club. He had a table there. He was showing some full auto that he has, and it was a machine gun shoot kind of deal. And that's where I met Jay up there. And it was $10 to shoot, and I was like, what the hell? I've never shot one before, and I'll never
Yep.
shoot one again. I was like, damn, son. I mean, I couldn't even breathe. And it wasn't from the concussion. There was no air around me to breathe. I mean, I don't know how the servicemen men do that. Shoot them like kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Because that was something else, man.
I got like video of Julie shooting the single action, the bolt action 50.
Right?
Ooh. Excuse me, the one that goes on, you just connect it to the AR-15
Yeah.
lower.
Yeah. You kind of screw in the bolt from the back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that thing was just brutal.
Yeah. I had a customer that had one of those. He brought it in. He wanted to sell it. I'm like, I don't sell used guns. I'm sorry, but that thing is cool. I was like, that thing's pretty cool. But Pablo Martinez in the house. Kelvin Yao is in the house.
Nice.
Doc Messett's in the house. Jody goes, Moses Samuels, it's got a kick. We've been watching this guy on YouTube. His name's Vice Grip Garage. His name is Derek, and he flies all over the country, and he buys cars sight unseen on Facebook Marketplace, and he drives
Yeah.
them like 800 miles home. He fixes them and drives them home. And he has got like the funniest sayings out there. He's like, that's hotter or that's thicker than Shakira's thighs, and I ain't kidding you. And stuff like that. It's just so funny when he comes up. But his big thing is Moses Samuels. But it's funny because he doesn't swear. So now when I'm getting mad around here, sometimes I'll be like, help me understand. Instead of swearing, we just say his sayings, and it's kind of funny, man. He's kind of helping me with my language problem. So, I mean, I don't have
I
a
need to
problem.
watch his videos then.
Yeah, I mean, it's family. His whole thing is family. His kids help him. His wife helps him. So, I mean, they don't go on trips with him, but when he's at home, they come out and they help. His wife does a bunch of interior work on the cars, and his kids will wash them and help him wrench on them. I'm like, man, I wish my dad would have done that with me. I was like, dang it. So, as I was 12 when he left, and he took the toolbox with him. But I swear, watching Derek's videos, if I got a 1970 square body Chevy pickup truck, I bet you I get that thing running and get it home. I really do. I want to try it. So it's pretty cool. But that's all I've been watching on YouTube is learning stuff like that. I learned the leather working on YouTube. Um, I mean, I knew how to sew. My grandmother taught me how to sew many years ago, and my mom, kept it into me. If I wanted something mended or something, she goes, "You know how to do it. Grandma showed you how. Go ahead. Here's my stuff." So that was pretty cool. And it's just sewing. It's just harder to get it through stuff sometimes. My fingertips go numb with all the hard sewing stuff in the leather. I got a sewing machine. Haven't taken it out of the box yet, but it's gonna be out soon. I got a leather sewing
You take
machine.
it out of the box because your laser cutter is on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And she's watching too, by the way. You didn't have to bring that up.
All right, brother, we got to wrap
But
this
yeah,
up.
I got a leather sewing machine, so I can do bigger bags. I want to make some bags and stuff like that, like duffel bags, and maybe make a woman's purse. Try that out, see how that works. And because it's fun, it passes the time away. Yeah, she just said yes. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for resetting that, buddy.
I'm a helper.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's wrap this up. I want to go say hi to my kid. He just came home.
I hear you, man.
So,
Give him a hug for me, dude. I had a blast. If you ever need help with this, man, you just let me know, dude. I'm your man.
well, we'll have you on like once a month or something.
Well, you got to find there might be a chance that you might be having me in studio in May because
All right.
we're coming down the first week of May. So
let's plan something out.
yeah, I know, but I could
Like,
be
let's do a class
I know
or
I'm not
something
in
while you're here
studio,
or
but
something.
I could be with you, or maybe we can go to a bar or something and do it your live one that you wanted to do in a bar.
Ooh, we could do that.
Yeah.
Moses Samuel. That's a good idea.
Moses Sandals. We're live.
Oh, Sandals? Is that what it is? Moses Sandals?
Sandals. I thought it was Samuels, but it's Sandals. He says Moses Sandals. There's a really funny one. He's actually got a show on Motor Trend too now. But a truck drives past him like so fast, and he's got the windows down. It's 18-wheeler that drives by him, and you can see the wind and everything. He goes, Moses Sandals, slow down. It's just
I gotta
funny,
work
dude.
that into my repertoire. I gotta use that.
Yeah, and the other one is help me understand. Oh, it's great. Well, I had fun being here, man. Good to see you, Nezzy. Jordan, good to see you, buddy. And Julie, everybody that came in. I miss y'all. There's not much things that I miss about Florida, but I miss my friends. I miss the hell out of my friends. So
well,
I don't
you're
talk
very
much.
missed, and you're
I'm
not forgotten,
kind of a
Michael. I'll tell you
chatty Nancy on here because I don't talk much during the day because I don't go nowhere. I stay at home and do leather work and watch YouTube. So it is what it is.
All right, brother. All right. Thank you to everybody that was checking us out. It's good to see everybody. It was cool to see comments because I usually don't get to see them. But, you know, everything will be back next Thursday. We'll get Skinny in here more often. You know, bring him on all the time now. How's that?
Cool.
All right. Love you guys. Love you, Mike. All right. Take us out. Play
Love
music.
you too, guys.